Hi friends, my name is Jeannie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I went thrift shopping a little bit this weekend. We went to a couple of antique stores and a couple of thrift stores, and I got a few things that I wanted to share with you guys. So I want to share those, and then I'll show you how I style them. Thanks for watching. So the first thing I got, and y'all, I love these, and I saw another. These are pillow. What are they called? I can't think of the word. Shams. That's it. Shams. I'm sorry. And these are beautiful. They're huge. I didn't realize they were this big. But I looked at another pair. They were sold together, and they were, I think, $8.99 for both of them, which wasn't bad. These are Uggs, and they were marked together, and I didn't look at the price because I figured it was the $8.99. They were two, but the patterns were slightly different, and I like this one better. Well, when I got out of there, I realized that these were $16.99 for the pair. I about had a fit, so you can't take them back. It was at a Goodwill, but I think they're absolutely beautiful. They're brand new. I've already washed them and everything, but they're brand new. And I'm looking at them now. I don't think I have pillows big enough to fit these. That is not a king-size pillow. I don't know what that is actually, so I'm sure it doesn't have a size on it unless it's inside the zipper, but they're just beautiful. I may have to order bigger pillows though, but I about had a fit. My husband's like, just take it back. I said, you can't take it back. It's Goodwill stuff. So, but anyways, they were $16.99 for the pair, but they're just very high quality. You can tell they're very, very, very nice. I hope I don't have to buy pillows for them. The second thing that I got at the Goodwill, which was at a different Goodwill, is this beautiful vintage container. I don't know what they're called, but I know they're just like a vintage glass, and it is in perfect shape. It even has the metal lid. This had some like ribbons and bows and stuff like that glued to the top, but they just picked right off, and I just cleaned it and everything turned out great. So this is, I don't know how much these are. I have seen some very similar to this to nearly $100 at the thrift at an antique store, but these are just absolutely beautiful. I don't know what they're called. I didn't look it up, but they are so pretty. I also was gifted these two. We stopped at an antique store. We were camping near Ormond Beach this weekend in Florida, and we stopped at this fun little shop. It said antiques, but the first part of it was, I would say, like funky stuff, like 60s and fun and the psychedelic stuff, and they had, stuff like that, and lots of costumes and stuff like that. And the second part of it, she locked that part and let us come into the other part, and it was more just American antiques and stuff like that. So anyways, the first shop, I found this Bible, and she said it's a bridal Bible from 1944. And I don't know how she knew it was a bridal Bible, but she said it was. And then I found this one at the second shop. But I just went to ask her the price of it. This one is from I thought it said 22. Yes, 1922. Winifred Enid Watterson. From Mother, Daddy, and Louise, Christmas 1922. So it's not marked anywhere where it says 22, but I think it's just amazing. Well, when I went to ask her how much this one was, right here, she said, normally it's $18, but I'd like to gift it to you. I said, oh, you don't have to do that, but I was so grateful. So She wanted to give it to me, and I let her. And this one I thought was marked $2. I thought there was a little thing in it, but I wanted to double check. I said, how much is this one? And she said, she just starts putting them in a bag for me, because I thought it said $2 right there. You see that? She just put them both in a bag for me and gave them to me. So I just, oh my gosh, they're just beautiful. You know me and Bibles, especially bridal Bibles. I love them. I got this pair of sandals that were brand new. They're universal thread, so they're Target. I mean, they're not worn at all. They're just wonderful. And I got a pair of the like silicone or plastic, whatever they're called, Birkenstocks. And these were $6.99, I think, and the Birkenstock were $14.99, but they were 50% off, so did really good. My size, everything. So I wanted to show y'all this that I DIY'd. I just got this little piece of wood. It was just a plain piece of wood. I got it at Walmart last week, and I just painted it or stained it with different ones, different colored, and it all turned out kind of off brown, I would call it. So then I had a couple different kinds of stamps and ink stamps, and I obviously I didn't have an O in the first set that I used, so I used the one from the second set. And I love how homemade it looks, because it's not perfect, especially not if I'm doing it. So I just thought it was adorable. So I just put some things that would be at like a farmer's market or something, or a harvest festival. So I just thought that was adorable. So that was my little DIY for the week. The next thing I got was this Christmas table, a Gooseberry Patch book, and I don't remember which place I got this at, but it was only $1 or $2. It was really inexpensive, but I love these, especially the Christmas ones. I just think they're amazing. Another thing I got was this handful of, it was like a little baggie full of fruit. So there's an apple, an apple and several pears, and the grapes were kind of to the side, and she let me have those too. And then this mushroom, and it was like a yellow, like a bright yellow, similar to this. And I just painted it brown. So it's not pretty or anything, but I've got them in in this bowl around my area where I have the glass fruit. So I'll show you where I put those. Another thing I got was this pretty little what's it called? The warmers, the tart warmers or wax warmers. And it was green and colorful and everything. So I just gave a little DIY treatment on it and put it mostly brown, different kinds of brown, so it's got textured looking. And then I put some rub and buff where the flowers were raised, and I think it's so pretty. I didn't want to paint all in there because I wanted it not to interfere with the wax, because you don't know what kind of fumes it puts off. And then I just did the little rub and buff with my fingers, so I just think it turned out really cute. And once in a while I'll put some wax in there and just warm it up. So anyways, let me keep showing you my things. Okay, my Bible cabinet is where I put this new Bible here, and I think it looks so pretty. If you see here, I have a stack of old Bibles here, and some rosaries there, and a pair of vintage reading glasses, the Virgin Mary and Baby Jesus there, that Bible, and then a small prayer book, and all the Bibles in the back. On the bottom I have another Bible, sort of a notebook, and a white Holy Bible, family Bible, and a pretty magnifying glass, a vintage camera, some more Bibles back there, and a jar with some Bibles in it and a rosary coming out. And then I have Virgin Mary, and I have a piece of brown and white ironstone transferware with some of those pine cone clock. They're weights. They're clock weights. They're pine cone shaped. I just love those. They're made out of cast iron. And while I'm in here, I'll show you the other side. Sorry, my Pooty's walking around. She's just walking all around right now. Here I have another diffuser. I don't know why I keep them in there, because I can't use them all at the same time. So I have more Bibles on this side, and I have Jesus, and I have the Madonna there. Have another pretty ivory handled magnifying glass there. And this isn't standing up so great, but I have the Virgin Mary and Jesus, and I have a brass bell there, and then I have another Madonna there. I have a vintage camera here. It looks like it's about to fall down. And some more family. I have 2 family Bibles there, and a bunch of small Bibles there. So that is a lot of my Bible collection right there. I also have some white Bibles over here. I don't know if I told y'all, but I recently deconstructed a vintage dresser. I had it for a while, but it also was in pretty poor shape when I got it. And it was, the drawers just weren't working. They were actually wearing themselves out. So they were wearing from the outside in. So it was bad. Anyways, I took the top of it and it came off in 3 pieces, but I glued it back together. And I'm probably going to hang it maybe behind this to give it a little bit more, what do you call it? Oomph. I don't know what a little bit more stance. So, and obviously I don't want to keep all this here, but I put it's not really a mannequin, it's just the figure that goes over it, but I've got part of the other part that I took out of here, and it's kind of moving it to the side. That's why it looks funny, but I put like this as her head. I think it's pretty neat that the hydrangeas. So I also recently thrifted this beautiful, beautiful copper bucket. I need to get some grass, some moss or whatever to go in here to make it look like it fits in there, but it's so pretty. And then I have my duck, and I have a freezer bucket, so ice cream bucket here, a 5-quart just wooden one, and it's so pretty. And this is a dough mixer here, a very old one. I went ahead and put some more of my little brown Bibles up here. I'm not sure if I've shared this space with you yet, but I also put some leaves up here that match this little tree down here. This is like a maple tree, and I put some more leaves on either side up here. Last year, I think from Joann's, it might have been Michael's, but I got this beautiful garland from there. It's got bittersweet, and it's got pine cones, and it's got sort of like pumpkins, I guess. But it's so natural looking. I just love it. Then I have some florals from Walmart up there. I found more the last time I went back. And this is another piece of that dresser that I pulled off, like the back of it. So this is pretty neat up here. It's just what was on the back of it, So I just decided to use it as some architectural salvage because it's very old. It was very, very old and handmade, put together. So you can tell by looking at this piece that it was pretty bad disrepair. So it needed to go. I didn't feel right selling it because it was in just such poor condition. I have some vintage books up here, and I got 2 more Etsy prints. I love the turkeys. The wild turkey here with the writing behind. I wish I could find one like this and like this. And this is the National Geographic one. And I just think it's so, so beautiful. I just love those. So, you know, fall doesn't have to be all pumpkins. But I do love the leaves and the turkeys and the guineas and the, what are those little birds? Quail. I just think that, you know, this is the season for all that. So, over here, and you'll have to excuse it, I've got some other things here, but I have a little pumpkin candle from years and years ago. It's a white pumpkin, and I just put this here. I may try to fill that hole right there because I got some more white buttons the other day, and I just love those. I don't know what it is about white buttons. And all I have right now is this. I have a plain one, and then I have a sweet little bunny one, but I ordered off of Amazon a pumpkin sniffer, the candle snuffer. So can't wait to get that. And then this is just a vintage brass box. And here I have some little florals and my sweet little tureen here. And this is a vintage toast holder. I don't know if y'all have ever seen these before, but I have some in metal and some in, this is my only porcelain one, I think, or maybe I have a couple porcelain ones. I can't remember, but tell me what y'all think about this thing. I think it's cute, and typically I don't have this other tree up here. I need to put that in another room, but also this is typically not up here either. I just kind of moved it out of the way until I can, because it was, oh boy, that was hard to get apart, that dresser, but it was really fun. I got to be just destructive, and it was fun. But see, that's the way it looks, and I don't think it's all that bad. I think it's kind of cute. So for now, that's what I have in here. And then this is, I'm not sure if I'm going to leave the mantle like this, but that's what I have so far. And then I have my little area over here, just a pumpkin and a little fall pillow there. And obviously this is not staying here. I just moved that so y'all could see this. And I wanted to show you also where I put this like wooden bowl of fruit. It's so pretty there. I like it because this is kind of a dark area anyways. And then I put the other Bible here on beside these vintage books and this little lamp. And this is just one of those, it's like a woven basket, but it's like pine straw that they make in South Carolina and such. It's really cool. I thrifted it a long time ago. And then this is just a little jar and my candles. I showed y'all this area recently, but I just added a couple things to it. My little pumpkin cheesecake candle from years and years ago. I'm not even sure. I think it was from the dollar store. So that and that. Now I'm going to go try to find some pillows that possibly fit those other things. So on this side, I put this French champagne basket, and I put a little top on it so I could put some stuff on it. I have an old grater back here, and I have a jar here that I can put fresh florals in or dried florals, and I brought my copper canisters out. Here I have an embroidered beautiful picture that I got off of an Instagram seller. And over here I put a sweet little fall picture there. This I got last year from Home Goods, I believe, and it is just so pretty. It's just a candle, but I love the wood top and the glass bottom. And I put my little picture here. I put my jar here. I'm not sure. I may actually go ahead and put my flour in it because I love to do some baking at fall time. And I don't know if y'all can see this very well, but it says pumpkin pie. It's a recipe for pumpkin pie. And I just love it. I think it's cool. I just have little pine cones and baby pumpkins in there. And I didn't change anything here. I love this Target lamp. And I brought my amber glasses out. And I also have one of my pumpkins. The other one must be in the dishwasher, but it goes this way, so I think it looks pretty. I did redo this area up here slightly. I just cleaned it and moved stuff around. But I love the way the dried beans look this time of year and all my cookie cutters. I move things around up here. I also moved my my big, this is a bread box, so it's like an advertising box. I moved it up here. And I still have my kitchen sign with my rolling pin there. This is my French riddling rack that I just, my husband put this up here. He thought it was cute. Pour some sugar on me for our coffee bar area, which is over here. Nothing different there except for I moved my sunflower cutting board over here and the little like trivet over here. I do have my pumpkin mugs that I may bring out, so I'm kind of still doing pre-fall a little bit. I have this vintage cotton basket. It's very old. It's not vintage, it's antique. It's over 100 years old. And I just love it. I have this pure butter. It's from England. It's a advertising block is what it's called. I have a crock with some wooden utensils in it and a wooden, two wooden, this one's very, very old. This is my favorite. It's a ice cream churn, and I have two mashers there. And a little plate rack with some of my vintage dishes on. Another crock, a big one with lots of wooden rolling pins coming out. And another basket. This one is not antique, but I have it with some stuff coming out with it like a wooden, it's like a wooden board. And then I have this. I just had some dried sunflowers. I went to a sunflower farm last year for Mother's Day, and I dried out all the things. And I was going to use the seeds, but time got away from me. So I just made these I had recently. So I dried those and put them on, and then I had these and I just put them on, and it's very primitive, but I really like it. It looks good above my microwave there. Sorry, my dog keeps walking around. Putty, are you restless? Are you restless, baby? Over here, I have my favorite utensil crock here, and I just love this one. This is my my French, I can't remember what it's called, but I just love it. I love these little faux handles on it. And I need to get one of those metal things. I haven't done it yet, but I need to get my husband to get me one. They're like an auto, they're wooden, but I mean, they're metal, but they clamp down. They're a hose clamp is what they are. They're an automotive hose clamp, and that would look so cool on it, especially if you could age it. I also added this little candlestick here with, I think I got this from maybe Hobby Lobby last year, or it may have had a candle in it from, I don't know, but I love it. And my Call It Home book by Amber Lewis. This is a good book if you guys haven't looked through it. And I brought out my copper cream and sugar, and this is a little pitcher. I brought those out. And in my little pie safe here, I still have my my pretty it's called Beautiful. It's just kitchen towels. I think they're so pretty. Here I just put a candle and an ironstone and what's the white one? Milk glass, and some toothpicks and a little, I put some brown sugar in here so you could put it on top of your coffee. And this is just a little Target sugar jar. Up here I have a little creamer And this is my salt and pepper. It's like a Target. I can't remember what these are called. Salt and pepper sellers, I guess. And then I have this little harvest pumpkin. I don't remember where I bought this. I think I bought it at like Home Goods or something. I don't know, but I did buy it this year, but I can't remember. So anyways, I like the way that looks. It's just enough. I still haven't got my fall totes out because they're difficult to get to. So they're usually too heavy for me. So that is all I've done in the kitchen. Sorry guys, I don't mean to go too fast. So that is everything for my fall stuff for now, my pre-fall / fall stuff. I don't think I'm going to go crazy like I usually do. I just want to keep the things that I love, like this spice cabinet here, my old grater box here, my jars. That little egg scale is special to me because my mom gave it to me. And I thrifted that sweet little, on top of the bread box. I thrifted the bread box, but I bought that sweet little syrup container up there from a thrift store. Gosh, I think I got that little butter churn off of Macari from someone in my pictures. And then I have a tea kettle up there that's silver that's painted, and I love that. I just love all that stuff up there, y'all. It's so pretty to me. So I'm not going to change anything else. For now, I'm just going to leave everything just the way it is. So anyways, I wanted to show you what I did with these two things. That was my whole point of showing y'all the kitchen. So that is it for now. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I hope y'all are getting in the mood for fall. Even in Florida here, you know, it was 100 degrees most of the summer. It was really a hot summer, but it is already starting to cool down. I mean, I got up the other morning, was going to work, and it said 77 degrees, and I'm like, usually it's 90 by now. And, you know, I get to work before 8 o'clock, and I was like, this is lovely. So it was nice not to feel sweaty first thing in the morning. So anyways, that is it for now, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and God bless you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.